Tell us about yourself and your specific skills and/or qualifications for this position.
I got my undergrad degree from Salisbury University in conflict analysis and dispute resolution. Basically just a long word for conflict resolution. Didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, so I looked into a couple different jobs, ended up stumbling across a job at Lower Shore Enterprises. There I do case management for adults with disabilities. And working there, I've really increased my knowledge of people with disabilities all around. As a case manager, I set and establish outcomes and goals for my clients, as we call them, to reach throughout the year. I make sure that basically whatever they need, I'm there for them. Doctor's appointments, if they need clothes, if they need to go to the store to get more food, I'm there for them. I am certified to teach behavior principles and strategies, which is basically ways for us to de-escalate situations without having to do anything physical, just basically using positive reinforcement to de-escalate situations. And through going through the Train the Trainer course for that, I feel like I am a lot more qualified to deal with students, adults, whoever with disabilities or behavior issues. Right now I am currently pursuing my master's in special education, and through my experiences that I've had on the job and then what I'm learning in school, I hope to use both of those to be a good teacher and excel in the classroom.
Why do you want to teach at this particular grade level and/or school?
Well, first of all, I picked this school because it is somewhere that I've heard lots of good things about. I'm not from this area, so really all that I know is about, what people have told me, and it seems like a really good place to be and work. And I did one of my practicum experiences here, and I loved my teacher that I was with. Both of the teachers, it was a TAM classroom, so I had a regular ed and a special ed teacher, and I really enjoyed working with both of those women. And it really encouraged me to want to teach in a different type of setting, because I thought I wanted to teach in an inclusive classroom, and now I feel like I could teach either.
Describe in detail your philosophy of classroom discipline.
Well, first of all, hopefully there won't have to be that much disciplining going on in the classroom, because hopefully my lessons will be interesting enough that there won't be that many bad behaviors. Normally bad behaviors come from boring lessons, so hopefully there won't be much. But I'll always, defer to the rules of what the school has set in place, what their rules are. And then, of course, use positive reinforcement. I learned that from going through the Train the Trainer course, and, learning a whole bunch of positive reinforcements to de-escalate situations and, produce positive results in the classroom. I think I could transfer what I've learned from the work center to the classroom. So, and then, of course, always have appropriate consequences for inappropriate actions, and just trying to keep it as fun and as I can, so that way discipline will not be. I feel like a lot of teachers get too caught up in being the boss, and I'm there to be the boss, but I'm there to be their friend as well, and I want to try to set that feeling in the environment.
How do you communicate with parents?
Well, right now I currently do our newsletter at LSE, so I'm very efficient in Microsoft Word and Microsoft Publisher. So I could really quickly put together a newsletter to be sent home either monthly or quarterly to let parents know what's going on in the classroom, what we're doing together as a class, and what the school's doing. Also, I know it works really well for in the classroom that I was just in. They had the students write in their agenda what their homework was, and when they came in the morning, they had to have a parent sign off on what the homework was. So it let the student be reliable or accountable for what their homework is, and then taking it home and getting it signed. For those who could possibly be lower functioning, communication books would be very beneficial. Just to write down what the assignments were, and any positive things that have happened during the day or any negative things that have happened during the day. It's really important to not just call parents when something's going bad in the classroom. If there's something that has if their child has done something that has either disobeyed school or classroom rules, obviously you need to contact the parent. But if that child a week prior got it 99 on a test, the parent should be informed of that as well. So I think just keeping an open door policy and communicating with them on all types of levels, phone calls, emails, newsletters, website, anything like that is what will help with parent communication.
How would you integrate technology into your lesson?
Well, smart boards are like the God's gift to teaching. I love the smart boards. I wasn't that familiar with them prior to doing my practicums. But I would definitely utilize a smart board if I had access to one in my classroom. Also, if iPads were available, those are great tools to kind of just give your students a brain break. For the younger students, giving them brain breaks where maybe they aren't on the iPad, but they are just listening to music, dancing around, getting some energy out. And then, of course, for your older students, letting them get on the internet, research topics. Just obviously, we have to keep an eye on them to make sure they're not going to any inappropriate sites or chatting back and forth online. But I think technology is something that definitely needs to be incorporated into every classroom if it's available.
What is the biggest challenge teachers face today?
I would say the biggest challenge teachers face today is teaching students who don't want to learn. And then, trying to encourage them daily to want to improve themselves when they may not be, they might not have the reinforcement at home, they might not have any guidance anywhere else in their life besides at school. And I feel like that's where it's the teacher's job to step up to the plate and be an advocate and help that child to get through whatever they need to get through. Realizing that not everyone comes from a home that most teachers come from is very difficult. And remembering that, we can't send them home with a certain amount of homework sometimes because maybe they have 7 brothers or sisters that they have to go home and take care of, or maybe they have a job that they have to go to after school. So it's just really important to keep all that in mind and really try to cater to each student's needs and really get on their level and try and understand what they're going through and why they're refusing to do the work, instead of just saying, all right, you're going to get a 0 for this.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself teaching, hopefully here, I'm so passionate about teaching and getting into the classroom and really, getting my feet wet and starting a new chapter of my life.